I'm about to take you on potentially the most unique train journey in the entire world, where I'll travel overnight through the snowy Austrian Alps in the dead of winter, experience views straight out of a Disney movie, and sleep in an actual capsule hotel on a train, all for a price you'll find hard to believe. But according to the reviews, this dream could turn into a nightmare. Stolen belongings, terrible food, regular delays, and noisy cabins are just some of the complaints about the supposedly magical train journey. So today I'm going to be testing and hopefully busting all of those reviews, as well as rating this journey on 6 different categories, and we're starting in the beautiful city of Amsterdam. I was going to do this at a famous location, but I'm running late for my train. While I navigate this maze of a train station, let me talk you through our route for the night. We'll hopefully be leaving Amsterdam at 7 PM, where we'll venture through Germany, stopping 8 times throughout the night, before reaching the Austrian mountains just in time for sunrise. Now, we might have a bigger problem here. The only flight I could book home from Austria leaves 2 hours after my train arrives. And as we've already established, this train is notorious for its delays. So if those reviews are accurate, I'm going to be stranded in the Austrian mountains. Why did I think this was a good idea? This train has 5 seating options on board, ranging from seat car comfort, which looks like it would cause severe neck pain, all the way to your own private room. But of course, I'll be staying in the far more interesting mini cabin. I'm in an actual coffin, like... This is a coffin. So let me give you a tour of my coffin for the evening. This is the living room, bedroom, guest room, home theatre, gym and wine cellar. It comes with its own side table that doubles up as a mirror, the world's thinnest biscuit, some water in a carton for some reason, a hook for all those jackets you don't have room for, and a dividing screen to stop you accidentally kissing your neighbour. I think, to be honest, the biggest issue on comfort is the temperature. I'm glad I brought this thing with me. The mattress is firm but fair. The pillow is questionable at best, and I've seen paper thicker than this blanket. So for comfort, I'm going to have to give this sleep pod a 3 out of 10. Just had a quick check to see if we've had any delays, and so far, so good, but it could only take 1 delay for me to completely miss my flight. Now at this point, you're probably thinking, why did he choose a top bunk? It looks incredibly difficult to get in and out of. I deliberately chose a top bunk for one reason, and one reason only. Because later in this video, I'll hopefully be waking up to a view I've always dreamed of from this very window. But for now, it's dark, very dark. So while we wait for that to change, let's review the tech in the mini cabin. It comes with a wireless charger in case you want to add 3% battery to your phone every calendar year, a plug outlet and a USB port, a fancy keycard for locking and unlocking your cabin, Wi-Fi speeds from 2004, and this impressive control panel that turns your cabin into a teenager's bedroom. Overall on tech, I'll give the mini cabin an 8 out of 10. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, for the price you pay for this, it's really not that bad. Incredibly, this train only cost me £88 for the night, which I think is great value for money. But according to this review from Amy, it comes with a massive amount of risk. She took this train and said somebody broke into her storage locker while she was asleep and stole €1,000 in cash. So to test this, there are these compartments at the front of every cabin. I think they're primarily meant for shoes, but I'm going to put €50 in mine and leave it unlocked all night and see if the money's still there in the morning. And as I climb back into my cabin, I received the worst news possible.
Passengers, we are approaching our next stop in a few minutes, with a delay of approximately 70 minutes.
This is not what I needed tonight at all. And the thing is, I've not been completely honest with you with the reason why I'm so desperate to make sure I get that flight. This is my girlfriend Nat, and every year for our anniversary we take a short winter break to a log cabin in the woods. And this year we're due to go tomorrow, but this year is a little bit different. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm gonna propose. And to make things worse, I've asked the owners of the log cabin to help me prepare the cabin for the proposal as soon as we arrive. So if I don't make this flight in time, the entire proposal will be completely ruined. And speaking of worrying situations, it's time to take a look at the food options on this train, because according to the reviews, there aren't any. There's a button up there that apparently calls a member of staff, so I'm going to see if I can get some food. Update, I pressed the button, nothing happened. Thank God I bought some stroopwafel in Amsterdam. So for now, I guess I'm going to have to give the food rating a question mark out of 10. Bathroom situation, not tut bad. There's no shower, but wasn't really expecting one. The bathroom comes with a sink, a plug outlet, a toilet, and a toilet brush in case you decide to take a massive shit. I put on my pyjamas. Jeez. Damn, nice fit, boy. Oh, nice pyjamas. Where'd you get them from? I made my way back to my mini cabin for the night. I'll rate the bathroom a solid 5 out of 10. One of the most common complaints about this train is that the cabins are too noisy to actually sleep in. And as we rolled out of our 4th stop and lots of new passengers got on, I started to understand why. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, that's not great. If there's that amount of noise 5 times tonight, the quality of sleep here is not going to be great, but on the plus side, it means I won't sleep through my dream view. And not only that, but I noticed the metal door has been rattling the entire time I've been here. So I think it's safe to say that review is completely valid. To be honest, I don't actually think this train is meant for tourists. I think it's just meant to be an easy way for people to get across to Europe, but I feel like I'm the odd one out walking around with the camera. Anyway, I'm gonna get some sleep. Good night. For the first couple of hours, I slept peacefully, until I was disrupted by a suspicious noise outside my cabin. Can you hear that? And then I checked my phone to more bad news. Okay, first of all, I think it's safe to say the review about regular delays is valid. I'm just really disappointed because if this proposal goes badly, I don't know if I can forgive myself. I'm really only on this trip in the first place because of Nat. The thing is, I've wanted to be a YouTuber since I was 12 years old, and for 15 years I didn't believe in myself enough to chase that dream. Only a few months ago, I turned around to Nat with a crazy idea. What if I quit my job and go all in on making my dream a reality? I fully expected her to turn around and tell me I was being ridiculous or irresponsible, but instead she believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself. And ever since, she's been my #1 supporter. She's the first like on every video I make, and she can't go a day without asking me how the channel's getting along. I'm only on this train because of her, and if I mess this proposal up because of that, I won't be able to forgive myself. It is currently 6:45 AM. There's so much noise that's like rattling, people walking around the hallways. I'm gonna have to give this train a sleep score of 3 out of 10. I did manage to get a couple of hours sleep, but I've woken up with more backache than I had before I went to bed. And as the sun started to rise, food arrived at my door for the first time this journey. They gave me some bread hard enough to carve a statue with. So for food, I'm gonna have to give them a 2 out of 10. And with that, there's only one category left to review on this train: the view. And boy, was it worth the wait. With one dream fulfilled, it was time to go home and fulfill another. It's going to be tight, but I'm determined to make that flight. This is not going to happen. Go, 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 go. I need to find somewhere where an Uber can pick me up, and I need to do so quickly. So the good news is I made it to the airport. The bad news is my flight leaves in 2 minutes. I'm gonna need a plan B. My plan B was to fly to a different airport hours away from home and turn up late to the proposal. I'd given up all hope, and this is the best that I could do. But as I was checking through security, I received potentially the luckiest email I've ever had in my life. Somehow, some way, my flight was delayed, and despite going through security with a boarding pass for a completely different airport, I managed to catch my original flight home. I made it back home. I'm going to say this now because I'm probably going to be a nervous wreck later and not be able to get my words out, so here we go. Nat, I love everything about you. I love that you always believe in my crazy dream, even on the days that I don't. I love that I'm more excited to tell you about this trip than I was to go on the trip itself. Thank you for everything you do for me, and wherever this crazy YouTube journey and crazy life takes us, I know it'll all be worth it in the end because I'll have gone on that journey with you by my side. Okay, let's do this.